Welcome to GS Lowdown. Today we've got the lowdown on Magnetic by Nature.
Yes.
And Nick is gonna take this one for a try. So what are we doing here?
Well, you'll see in 2 seconds. You gotta repel and you.
Oh shit! Forced separation.
Shit.
So the two mechanics in this game are forcing, or repelling and attracting, right? Is that what it is?
Yes, sirree, Bob.
So explain that. Don't just say yes. What are you doing? You're playing as this little robot guy. Yourself around the environment using those two methods, right?
Yes, exactly. And now I got myself stuck. No, I do not. Where's this guy?
Get out of that thing.
Wait.
Good. Right off the bat, you're stuck. There you go. Take that thing with you. Oh, there's an energy beam there. You can't.
Of course, as soon as we start playing, I am playing
Freaking
terribly.
lost. And then what? You gotta grab those flower things.
That's how you go to the next level.
And you gotta reactivate a whole bunch of your robot pals.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Alright, so go do that.
I'm trying to, brah.
So what were we talking about on the last episode? What should we get to this time? Our antics at our various band practice spaces?
We can
There's
talk
gotta
about
be
that.
something else we can talk about. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we moved out of there, and yeah, like I was saying before last time, the guy got wicked mad. Like he wanted those keys back real bad, and we had like the cheapest lock on there ever. Like he made a huge deal about that for no friggin' reason. Probably he thought we were gonna come back and like rob the place or something. I don't know what the hell. And that was the other thing too, dude. Like that was our lock. Like Tom went to the freaking he went to Home Depot or something and bought a lock, and that was like our lock. And the guys, no, we need the keys. And at that point, like I was
Should have been like F off, dude.
yeah. And we oh yeah, so that's what I wanted to bring up. Remember we're in our new practice space and we had to share it with that other group. Did we talk about that? I can't remember shit that we talked about on this show. Because Gogan was in two bands at that point, right? And it was like
I believe so.
well, there was that other group, and then they kicked him out, and then he kicked them out, and they had to leave.
Yeah,
I think we did go over that. Yeah, and I had a security camera in there, and like people that like weren't even in the band like watching it because I just gave it out to people and they were spying on everybody. It was awesome. I'm like, yeah, check out this thing. Like, we got a bunch of sketch balls going over there. Like, watch this thing. And it was so early that like it wasn't an actual webcam. It was like one of those pet cameras or something, and it would do like, it wouldn't even do full video. It would do like a bunch of like JPEGs or something,
Yeah.
and just stack them up in the directory. So you'd have just a pile of JPEGs, and you'd have to go through like a freaking see what was going on. So like you see people like come in, and then in the next frame they're like across the room, and then in the next one they're like not there anymore because they went in the other room, and it's like stupid shit like that. I wasn't even gonna tell you guys about that. I was gonna shove that thing up in the ceiling, and like like not say anything about it, and then see if like, cause I don't know. I think it would have been obvious with the friggin' 300-foot Ethernet cable coming down from there and going into the other room and hook all the other computers in there. Speaking of which, that was another one. We did the same thing in there. After we arrived there, I promptly hacked the other wireless networks and hooked us up to another friggin' Wi-Fi connection that we used for our internet. That shit was screwed up, dude. Again, what was your complaint? You're a terrible person?
Yeah.
Whatever, we needed internet. That was such a pain in the ass. How many bass players did we have? We had like 5 bass players.
You had Jeff, then you had some other kid, then you had John. Who
I
played
blame
bass role.
Gears of War for that. Because your brother is a decent bass player. Like, if
Are you
it's
serious?
the same thing. Yeah, he knew the songs. He wasn't.
If he's decent, what the hell am I?
I don't know. I never pay attention to that shit.
Yeah. Jeff's decent.
I mean, there were times I think he would just like. It wasn't like he was sitting there and saying okay, and like he was putting stuff that we would base songs around, but Steve would say, okay, this is how this goes. Just do this, or do some fancy shit on this, and he would do it. Like, it wasn't, and he wasn't like some of these assholes that want to say okay, and they want to control shit, and they want to be idiots about it. But he just had the different, like, same thing now where he hasn't been on the show for, and it's like, I don't know, maybe he just lost interest in it or whatever. But
Yeah, probably.
That was the thing, and it seems like, and you mentioned too, it's like, well, he doesn't care. Okay, so fine, fair enough. That's just the way it's gonna be. So, but yeah, you're right. Remember, and that it seemed like a stupid reason to give up on it though, because he's like, Gears of War came out. I don't want to go to band practice.
Well,
like,
I thought it was WoW.
So that's a friggin' problem. Maybe, well, yeah, maybe it was both. I remember, I think in particular, we had a show coming up, and then like he was like, here, I gotta go home and play Gears of War, and then that was when like, after that is when he stopped showing up. Then he was LARPing too. I remember that. I remember we were at band practice one day, and Tom was trying to call him like 20 times. And he didn't answer his phone, and then like after the 21st time, he's like, "Oh yeah, shit, I remember. He's LARPing today." And I'm like, okay, well, I guess he's not coming to band practice. That was freaking stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there was him. Then Gogan. He worked at the same place as Tom, and so we brought him in. And then he's like, I don't like playing bass. I'm a guitar player. So then we're like, okay, so we still need a bass player, and he can stay around playing second guitar. Which didn't Gogan write the majority of our songs going forward for a while there afterwards, or was it an even split? I don't remember. I don't remember any of that shit. Whatever. Then we had Drug Guy. And then Tom had to go pick him up at like his drug friends' houses a whole bunch of times.
Really?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
No.
And he was drugged out. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, like I couldn't even tell. They're like, yeah, dude, he was wicked high. He was wicked high. And I'm like, really? I guess I should have. What the hell was he doing? I should have caught on when he started playing without his shirt, and then he was doing like, I don't know. He was doing some weird shit. I don't know. Oh yeah, he was doing that thing where like you hold the guitar like it's a rifle, and he was like shaking it like he was shooting Tom. Like he started doing that a ton, and then like a week later they're like, dude, he was high as a kite, and I'm like, really? I'm like, I had no idea. So yeah, that guy, and then yeah, we mentioned that last time on what was that friggin' game? Final Exam. We mentioned it on Final Exam, like he got in a fight and got our venue shut down, right? What was that? What was that even or? Was it because didn't he fool around with that kid's girlfriend?
It was probably some
that
stupid
that was the reason, right?
school
It's always that.
shit.
It's always that. He like probably because I think that kid's girlfriend wanted to get friggin' high or something, and look who's an expert at that. So he just happened to be there, and then then they gotta mix their drugs with other stuff, and then the dude. I'm gonna kill that kid now. I'm gonna kick that kid's ass for screwing around with my girlfriend. So shows up with a fistful of quarters and freaking clocks him right in the middle of our show. Thanks a lot, jerk store. Thanks a lot, jerk bag. So then he was out. Why did he end up quitting? Do you remember?
I have no
or
idea.
did he quit?
I have no idea.
Honestly, I don't. Yeah, now that I think about that, I don't remember.
What happened for me was his old girlfriend.
Yeah, you already went over that, but I don't know why we.
Yeah.
I don't know why we lost the other guy though. Maybe
I have no idea, and
we may have just said, oh yeah, you know what it was? He didn't show up to shows, and that's what it was. Now I remember that now. Like we had shows lined up, and like
he couldn't do them.
Yeah, what the hell? Now I'm starting to remember. Yeah, there was one in particular. I remember this now. We're at Tom's place, and we. What I think it was, that's what it was. You remember the main show? You weren't. You weren't at that. That's what it was. We all met up at Tom's place, and we're like, oh shit, where is he? So we call him up, and like, I forget what the hell he had. What the shit is this? I forget what his excuse was. I think like he had gotten in trouble or something, and so his mom was like, his parents were all freaking mad at him because he probably got in trouble. He had tests or something the next week. So like we call him up, we're all waiting, we're like, dude, we gotta leave, and he's like, oh man, like I can't go to this show. He's like, my parents are wicked mad, dude, like I really gotta stay at home today, like whatever. And then at that point Tom was like, dude, that's it, like we gotta get another bass player or whatever. That's what happened if I remember correctly. So then yeah, we went to the main show, Gogan played bass, and then after that, that's probably when they reached out to you or whatever. Cause that's what happened. And then there was that show, and we're like, man, we need him We need him for the show, and then he wasn't. He's like totally blew us off. That's what happened. So yeah, how many? That's like what, 3 bass players plus you?
Yeah. I was the
So-
main one though, I gotta say.
Probably. Yeah, because before we were just screwing around. We weren't even serious. Then you showed up, and then they were like, "Oh man, now we gotta try and really put some serious." All right, we're just marching through.
So there you go. That's the lowdown on Magnetic by Nature.